essential tools for every data analyst and aspiring data professional. Please welcome with me, with an applause, Mr. Deji Folarin.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you
You're
very
welcome.
much. Thank you very much. I appreciate. So, without wasting much time, I'm going to flag up my screen now. So, a continuation of where we stopped the last time. So, we started this section some that was the first week of June. And every first week, we are taking this track, data analysis with Microsoft Excel and Power BI. So this is our second edition in this class. So we have quite a lot to do, but let's quickly do a little recap. We started this first track with data analysis using Microsoft Excel as a tool. And the last edition of this track, we discussed quite a lot. So, like I rightly said, this track is looking into two major things, Microsoft Excel and PL 300, that is Power BI. And the very first track is Excel and Power BI every first week of the month. Every second week of the month, we are looking at Microsoft Fabric, DP600 and DP700. Every third week of the month, we are looking at data and AI, artificial intelligence. And the fourth week of every month, we are looking at data governance. So we move straight to what we are looking at. Our first edition, we discuss introduction to data analysis using spreadsheets. And we also mentioned something around getting started with Microsoft Excel. We discussed something on cleaning your data sets. And now we want to quickly see how we can analyze a clean version of a data and also how we can do lot around some project work in Excel. So the introduction, the interface, the navigation, the workbook and worksheet, getting started with Excel, entering data, editing data, copying, moving, filling data, understanding cell range, formulas, and function. So data cleaning. We'll be starting with data cleaning. After that, we go into data analysis and visualization. Then we'll be giving a project work. Today, we mark the end of Microsoft Excel. As from our next version of this track, that is first week in August, we will be going into Power BI. So a project will be given to us on the platform, on the WhatsApp platform. We need you to work on the project to the best of your ability, and you need to showcase what you have done on that same platform and also on LinkedIn. So please get ready for the project work at the end of the section today. So let us quickly go into what we call data cleaning, visualization, and presentation. So I'm going to call up Microsoft Excel up on the screen. Let me close this slide and call up Microsoft Excel. Good. So I have Microsoft Excel on my screen. Please, I need all of us to understand one fact about Excel. Most people have been using Excel, but they are not really enjoying the full features of Microsoft Excel. Let me quickly tell you this. To bring in data into Excel, please let us learn to make use of Power Query. Power Query is what we call get data or new data, new query. Some version, depends on the version you are running. If you come to data, you will see get data. If you don't see get data, you will see new query. Please quickly check your own version of Excel and drop on the charts what you have under your own version of Excel. Do you have get data or you have the new query? So I would quickly love to see that. Let me drop that on the meeting chat. Let me know what you have under data. So either you have get data or new query. This is used to help you do one thing. And what is that? To bring in data from any data source of your choice. I can come down to get data. I can get data from Excel, from CSV, from XML, from JSON, from PDF folder, and so on. I can get data from databases. Bring in the data. I can get data from Azure. These are all Azure data storage. I can get data from Fabric and Power Platform. Okay, thank you. Olutade said what you have there is get data. So you are using the recent version. I can get data from Fabric, like ClickHouse and all those stuff. I can get data from other sources, online services like SharePoint, Exchange, Dynamics, Salesforce, and so on. I can get data from other sources like ODBC, OLEDB, Active Directory, Hadoop. So those of you that are dealing with big data, you are welcome to the industry. So Excel can actually handle all these for us. So I need you to have an understanding of that. And I can combine multiple data, maybe from a folder together by merging or appending, and I can do much more. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to get a data just to quickly show us how we can clean up any form of dirty data we get. So let me get a data from let me pick up a sample data on my system. Just a moment. I'm trying to look for a file. Please, you can mute yourself, please.
Please mute yourself if you're not speaking.
Please, you can mute yourself. Okay. So I
Hello,
just
sir. Hello, sir. Can you hear me?
hi,
Rashid, you have
yes,
your
I
hand
can
up.
hear you.
Please, if you can send the data to the chat room in case some people want to follow you and practicalize what we are doing, sir. I think that
Okay,
will go a long way.
okay. Let me quickly do just that. So please, if you're on the WhatsApp group now, so I'm dropping the sample data I want to use there on the WhatsApp group. I just did. Please, you can confirm you have the sample data set. So I will be using this to teach us how to do ETL process. So let me quickly, please, let me just give you 30 seconds to download that on your system if you want to follow the process through. So if you have done that, if you already have the file, please, you can just show by raise of hands. So that will confirm to me that I can continue the session. If you already have the file, please just show by raise of hands. Nobody? Please confirm the file. Oh, I've gotten a confirmation. Thank you very much, Oluwafemi. So,
I can see the
it's
file in the
not
chat.
okay. Thank you. Grace said it has not dropped, sir. Please, not on this platform, on WhatsApp. Please confirm you are on the WhatsApp. So Oluwafemi just confirm he has received the file. Grace, please confirm that. Benjamin, you have get data. You are in the latest version. Grace, you are in the latest version. Get data. Okay. So, let me see. Can I add it here? Let me see if I can quickly add a file here. I'm trying to get that here. I'm not on the WhatsApp group. Okay. I don't know if anybody can quickly help me add it to the chat here. Can somebody, if you're in the WhatsApp group and you're also here, see if you can send the file to this platform or send the link to the group so that other people can have access to it. Yes. So because of that, Oluwafemi, your hand is still up. You can lower your hand, but if you have a question, unmute and ask your question, Oluwafemi.
Okay, sir. It was the hand I raised previously, sir.
Oh, thank you very much. You can lower it. So now back to my point. Most of the time, you have the opportunity to work on data. It can be a small data, it can be large data. Remember last edition, we talked about the last role in Excel, which is about 1 million. There are some transactions that are over 10 million, and you want to use Excel to manage it. Sure, you can do that. Don't try to copy and paste. It will never, in fact, your work will not copy more than 63,000 transactions for you at a goal. So that, and you have about 2 million data to process. All you need to do is to come to data and leverage on get data or new query, as we discussed. Click on get data. From get data from the source. The file I shared with us is a CSV file. So just say you are bringing the file from CSV. A single click, it will allow you to connect to the CSV folder. It will allow you to connect to the CSV file. Let me look for the file. I shared the file with I thought I have the file here. Yes, this is it. Trim and clean. So let me call up this file. When you call up the file, the next thing is going to ask you. It wants to know how you want to manage the file. So at this point, this is a CSV file. He has given this to me and it's asking me a question. Do I want to load the file now and start to analyze it? Or do I want to transform? Transform means I want to clean it up. Some files are dirty. Not all files are the same. So we want to quickly show you how to do some cleanup, then we go ahead and do our proper analysis. Now, when you say load, there are two options for load. You can either load the file to Excel or load it to another part. So I'm going to talk more about load to because of the big data that we are all going into. We like it or not, big data is coming and it has come to stay. So if you are dealing with massive data, how do we manage those parts? But for now, I'm not loading yet. Oh, I've clicked on load and I do not want to load. I actually want to transform. Okay, I've already loaded the file. For the sake of training, let me launch a new Excel file. New Excel file. And let me close what I have here. Do not save this. Okay, now this is a blank Excel file and I have a data to analyze. Don't open, copy and paste like what most of us always do. I said best practice, come to data and grab that data from the source. The source of the data is CSV. Once I pick CSV, it asks me to go to where the data is. This is the file. Then I will say I'm ready to work on that file. So it's trying to bring in the file. At this point, I want to quickly use Power Query Editor to do lots around cleaning, transformation. I want to clean up this file. Now, on getting here, there are quite a lot you can do under cleaning. But please, I need you to pay attention because
Please mute your mic if you are not talking, please. Please, thank you.
Thank you. So now, number one thing I want to do under my cleaning is I don't need this column. Right click, a single right click here will give me all the cleanup option, or I can leverage on what you have on the menu. So if you watch the last video, I think we've done something basic thing on cleaning. I will discuss trim and clean. Let me quickly come to transform and do my trim. Trim will remove the leading and trailing spaces. Any space you have before or after the data set, the trim, we trim it out. So can you see there's no more space in before or after? And also I can remove the spaces we have in between. That is under transform, I can clean up the data set clean. Now, the gender, I don't like everything in small letter. I want the first letter to be uppercase. I can right click. From there, I can go to transform and say capitalize each word. So that means the first letter should be uppercase. I love it this way. DOB, I'm not going to use date of birth in doing my analysis. Rather, I need the age. I want Power Query to help me calculate the age from date of birth. All I need to do here is to come to the date of birth. Under date of birth, I will go to add column. I need to add another column. I don't want to tamper with this column. So anything I do under transform will tamper with the current column. But anything you do under add will give you a new column. Give me a new column. But the column you are adding for me, under dates, if you look at the category, there is from date and time. Under dates, I will select age. Help me calculate age. Instantly, it has worked out the age for me. I want to drag it closer to date of birth. And this age, I also want to work on this age. This time, I'm not going to work under add column. I don't need extra column. I want to transform. Under transform, the age, the duration of the age should come in years. And this is years. And also age should not be decimal. 45.6, no. You don't assume the age you've not celebrated. So like this is 45.6, this is 64.9. Don't assume it's 65 years until you celebrate your anniversary. So all I need to do is to cut off the decimal parts, and that is called rounding. Under rounding, you can either round up or round down. For age, we round down age. I've gotten a nice age for myself here. Occupation, I think I'm okay with this occupation. Subscribe, I don't need the subscription. I want to remove it from the list. We have another column is total spent. This is the total amount that we spent. I wish to have another column to be budgets or planned spend. If this is what you spend this year, what are you going to spend in 2025? So I want to use this to project into the following year, the new year, with extra 25% increase. So I can say here and say, give me a new column. So this column, I need a custom column. On my custom column, please, for this custom column, let's call it 2025 budgets. Now, 25 budget should be what? Should be what we spend the current year plus 25% increase. So somebody can say, okay, the current year is total spent plus 25 over 100 multiplied by the current year. So let me put this in a bracket. This is a good way. Somebody can just say, no, why waste your time? Why not just say 1.25 times total spent? Depends on how good you are in mathematics. Just try to express yourself and solve the problem. Let me go ahead and do this. So this is the 2025 budget, which is 25% more than the previous year. So this, I want to make it like currency. I think I'm okay with what I have. The data is clean. I don't like this name, trim and clean. I can say, what's data all about? I can say staff expenses. Rename this as staff spending. Let me just give it that name. And at this point, I'm okay. Now, this is where I want you to pay attention. I want to click on close and load. I want to load after doing my cleaning. There are quite a lot you can do under cleaning. As you can see, under transform, you can group your reports. You can use the first row as header. Most time when you bring in a work, you will see column 1, column 2. The first row would have been here. I can use the first row as header. I can transpose, I can reverse row, I can count row, and do so many things. Please take time to explore all what we have year as analysts. And also under add column, there are quite a lot of things to do there. Under view, there are quite a lot of things. But very good to mention. I want to check. Some people always ask this question: how do I quickly know if a column, if the data is clean or not? That's why we have column quality. It's telling me the column for name 100% valid. There is no issue. If there's empty cell or error, you will quickly see it. It would have done a summary for you. But please note, the profiling is done based on the top 1,000 rows by default. If the data you are bringing is 20,000 rows, please, the profiling is done on top 1,000. But if you want to do it on all, don't forget to click here. There is an option here. Column profiling should be based on your data set. But be rest assured that your system will, performance will be very, very slow because you are doing profiling on all your data sets. So let's just bear that in mind. So at this point, I'm coming back to home. Under close and load, we have two options here. I can close and load this file to Microsoft Excel. I can close and load this file to, there are a lot of options here. Let me click on close and load to. I really want us to see what we have here. Please, as analysts using Microsoft Excel, please, I will recommend you can bring in your data into data model. This will allow you to do lots around data modeling, or we call it power pivots. So you can do a lot with it under data modeling. Things like hierarchy, build relationship, build a lot of complex DAX formulas and functions, and many more within Excel, not Power BI. So I always recommend this so that you can use the full power. But some of us, we just bring it in as a table without this. The data will come here, but you can only do pivot table in your analysis. You can't go beyond what pivot table would have offered you. So please don't let us forget those facts and just details that I'm mentioning in this class. So for this, I want to really use the full, okay, maybe I should demonstrate both for us. Because if you don't pick this, you cannot really enjoy full features that you are looking at for. So bringing it as a table is allowed. You can just start straight, bring it as a pivot table report straight up, or pivot chart straight up, or help me establish a connection to the source. But don't bring in the data, but feel free to add the data to my data model. You can do any of these. So I'm going to do two things: bring it in as a table and also add it to my data model, just for us to see some basic analysis. Let me click on OK. Good. As I'm clicking on OK, this is the data as a table. You can see staff spending. And if you look at your menu, please confirm you have power pivots at the top here. Data analyst, you should have power pivots. What we have been doing under insert is pivot table or pivot chart. But today, I want to open our eyes to power pivots. Please quickly confirm, just yes or no on the chat. Do you all have power pivots on our own Excel? Just drop yes or no so that I can know what to do and how to move from here. Oh, fantastic. I can see yes. Good. So at this point, let us do let's explore this power pivot that we have at the top here. Now, I will click on power pivots. Under power pivot, you will see manage. You can manage your data. But if the data is not in the model, you can quickly do it from here. Add to data model. Just be within the data and say add it to the data model. But I already have the data in my data model. If I click on manage, you will see it will take me to the power pivot environment. This is the power pivot environment where I can do lots and lots of things. Number one, I can build relationship. That is diagram view. From here, I will see all my table like diagram view. It's just one table. I have more than one table. I can easily do relationship. You will do it in Power BI, or I can do measures here. I want to count how many gender we have here. I can easily do my measure. I can add the total spent. I need a measure for total spent. Total budget, I need a measure for total budget. I can do additional column by adding columns here. So this is full-fledged DAS expression. I can build in my DAS. I can build in my what's it called, hierarchy also at this point. Oh, Yemi said, no, I don't have it. For those of you that don't have it, please take notes. The next 3 minutes, let me show you how to put it there. And I may not repeat myself. Please just take notes. If you don't have power pivots on your work, please note something. If you are using Excel for data analysis, core data analysis, then you need to bring in Power BI into Excel. And the Power BI features are just 4 things. Number 1, Power Query. Number 2, Power View. Number 3, Power Map. Power Pivots. Okay. Let me give them a good sequence. Pivots should come before view and map. Power Query is the first one. That's the one we did. That's one I showed to you that under data, you will see get data or new query. So number 2, Power Pivots. Power Pivot, Power Map, Power View, you might not see them until you enable them. How do we enable them? A very good way to enable them. Come to File. Under File, go to Options. Under File, if you click on Option, come to Add In. Add In. If you click on Add In, towards the bottom here, you will see Manage. Do well to drop down Manage and change what you add there to Come Add In. After you've done this, click on Go. A pop-up will come up. On that pop-up, you will see Microsoft Power Pivot for Excel. Make sure you check it. I've already checked mine. You will see Power Map for Excel. Make sure you check it. I've checked mine. If you have Power View, please check it. Depends on the version. But the recent version, Power View, is not there. But if you are still using 2016 version, you might still have Power View listed. You can check it. So, but now we only have Power Pivot, Power Map. Power Query is no more here. If you are running 2013 version of Excel, you will see Power Query. You have to check it. But if you are running 2016 upward, Power Query is already part of data. Don't forget that. So don't look for it here. Probably you will see 2 or 3. Power Map, Power Pivot, and Power View. Yeah. So I have already done my. Once you've done that, just click on what? OK button. I already have my checked. So I don't need to come in here to do any of this. So now the next thing we'll be going into is using this query. I need us to quickly go in there to use this query. Now, just a moment, please. So I need us to go in and use the Power Pivots properly. Now I'm going to Power Pivots. I will come to Manage again. I can build new measures from here. I can do it from there. I can build KPIs. I can detect relationship. I can work on settings, add to model. But let me go to the Manage itself. Under Manage, if I need a new column, I can actually work on the column. I can actually change the properties of the existing columns that we have here. All these things they are easily available to us. So yeah, I'm using the format currency. So, and the data type is also currency. What type of currency that I want to use? I want to use our Naira currency. Let me pick our Naira currency. I can do all these things at this level. So it is allowed. So let me quickly do the same thing here. Good. And also, I want to have, now, for those of you that are using pivot table, this is another advantage of power pivot. Any formatting you do here will follow your pivot table. If you don't use it from here, you may likely need to keep formatting all your reports or your charts. But if you're using power pivot, do it once and use it forever, for life. Those are a lot of advantages this has to give to us. So let me just work out one more column. So I want to add a column. So what would the column do? The column should look at the spending. If the spending is heavy, just categorize heavy spender and low spender. Anybody that is spending is above 1,000, they are heavy spender. If your spending is below 1,000, they are low spender. So let's have high and low to be here. So I want to have a column. Now, what is the name of the column? This one should be called status, spend status. That is the name of the column. Now, what should be the expression in this column? The expression, look at what he put here. It says spend status equals, he has started for me, equals what? Equals if. It's just like your normal Excel formulas that you still repeat here. If I'm not, it's your Excel formula that you still repeat here. If what? Open a bracket. I want to check if the total spend is above 1,000. Yeah, don't click like Excel. Rather, just type a square bracket. It will give you all the columns that you have here. I want to check my total spend. I will select if total spend is greater than or equals to 1,000, then this person is an heavy spender, high spender. Else, this person is a what? A low spender. Please take time to understand what I'm writing. Is that clear? Now, at this point,
Yes, sir.
I can hit my enter button. So let me submit this. And it's telling me that these people here, they are high spender. These guys here, they are low spender. Now, I want to have a total of my spend. In Power BI, we say new measure. But here, anything below here is for measure. I can stay in any box. Let me just come to this box and say total spends. Now, I can express myself here. Total spend or average. Let me calculate average spend. Average spend equals to what? So colon equals to average spend equals what? Equals, help me work out the average. Average of what? Average of my total. Where is it? Average of my total spend. I am okay. Immediately I press enter, it's going to give me the average of my total spend. And this average, I want to format it like currency. And I need it to also come like Naira sign. So that is that. So you are free to put in all your measures at the bottom. Yeah, it's allowed. So the average spend is this. I can build in more measures. That's how we build the measures. Yeah. Now that I'm done building my measure, the next thing I can do, I can go back to my work and start building my report for the sake of analysis. I can add more data. If there's more data I want to bring in here, I can come in here and add more data sets. It is allowed. So let me go back to my work, close this. So I can always go back to that place. Don't forget, under Power Pivot, just click on Manage. You can always go back there. Your work is intact. So let me come back to my work. Now, everybody pay attention to some variance between Pivot Table and Power Pivot. Oh, sorry, Toby, your hand is up. Hello, Toby.
Hello, sir. Good afternoon, sir.
Yeah,
Please,
good afternoon.
the screen, I don't know, maybe it's from my end alone. The screen is stagnant. It's just staying at your last action, average spend. So it's not moving.
Ah.
What you are
Ah.
explaining
I
is
think it's from your end.
Oh,
I can
thank
see
you,
his
Jide.
cursor
Please,
It
Toby.
selecting
is from
itself.
your. It is from here. You
Okay.
can log in and you can log out and log in again, please.
So, Toby, please quickly log out and log in or try to change your network. Thank you for that confirmation. Now, let's move on. So on getting here, I can start building my reports. I want to build a report. I want to count the gender that we have here. Now, most of us that are used to pivot table, come and see some limitation. Insert for me a pivot table. A pivot table, I am okay. On my pivot table, give me gender, and give me words. So, and give me the gender again here. I want the gender again here. So this is what pivot table will do for me. But somebody now said, no, I don't want counts. Can you give me something different from counts? Let's drop down what we have here and go to value field setting. Now you will see so many things here, but one of the things I would love to have is count distinct. Most cases, I do not have the luxury to do this here. So let me right click and say, it can only give me count. It's not helping me to do a count distinct. Even at this level, it will not help me do all those stuff. Please, this has such limitation. I don't know how many of you have tried to do count distinct when analyzing your data using pivot table. It will not help you. But you don't use this data. Use the one, don't use this one here. Use the one in the model. You'll be amazed that you can do lots of things. So that is that. So I want us to now use the one in the model to do analysis. How do I do that? I can just say, click here and say, insert for me the same pivot table, but you say from, please look at the difference, from model. Don't use the one I brought in here. Use the one that is in your model. So insert pivot table from model. So I say you are okay. It's the same thing, but from the model, this one is from the model, this one is from your normal data. You always see the one from the model here. From the model, you can do lots of things. Your measure is even already showing. All your measures would have been showing here. But normal pivot table, you cannot really enjoy, express yourself the way you feel like. So I will not go in depth into doing all this, but I know, okay, age, let me bring the age to the role. After the age, give me the name by counting the name. Count the name for me. Now, this age that I have here, I don't want just the age like this. Can you help me group this age for me? Right click on one of the age, you will see group. Group the age. So cannot group that selection. I should be able to group my selection. So, okay, let me see why it's not allowing me to group what I've selected. So let me try using, don't use it from here. Let me use it from the regular one. Age, no, bring the age one by one. And also the names, count the names. So let me right click it because I would have managed that one better in a model group. It's still telling me the same thing. So now for the age, I should be able to group the age in bands. So that is the essence of the group. So I'm trying to see why it's giving that issue. That is one. And number two, for this one, I'm going back to, okay, I can see my distinct count that will not allow me to work ordinarily. unless I bring it up to this stage. So that is that about your normal pivot table. And please, just to mention, you can quickly build your report using pivot table to build any form of report you want to build. You can even go ahead and do some things on pivot, on inserting a slicer, inserting timeline, and many other things on your work. But for now, I'm going straight into a project sample that we are going to use. And my project sample, I'm going to build a visualization and build everything at once for us. Okay, so please permit me to quickly bring in a data that I always use for my training and use the data to complete the process. And I need all of us on this call to do a project for me
Hello, sir.
that you submit. Yes.
Okay, Pat, that's what I want to ask you. Do you have any assignment for us that can take us, that will sustain us the next month before this class?
Definitely, we are getting a project work after today.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir. Okay, sir.
We are getting a project work after our class today. So now, what I want us to do now is this. Let me quickly do a mini project within few minutes before we close. So I want to get a data. Where is it again? Get data from file. I think it's an Excel file. I'll be fast this time. Which one should I pick from all this? Okay, let me use this electronic sales that I always use. Bring it in. So this is the file. I don't need to clean it. Just bring it into my Excel straight up. Good. This is the file that we have here. Oh, I still have something in my model. Okay. If I have something in my model, I can come to Power Pivot and say, add this one to my model too. Now I have two things in my model. I have this table 1 in my model, and I have spending. There are two spending in my model. One does not have measure, one has measure, and this is my the data I want to use for my training. I can decide to take them out of my model if I want to, but I don't want this, sincerely. Take it out of my model. I don't want this on my model. Take it out of my model. But for this one, yes, remove everything with the measures. But for this one, rename it as sales data. Sales data. Have I used this somewhere? Why is it telling me remove it, delete everything? Are you sure? Yes, I'm sure. This table was created with this. Aha. Okay. So no problem. Let me leave that. So with what I have done, I have this data in the model. Let me close it. I also have it in my Excel here. And I want to quickly visualize, do some analysis. What type of analysis can I do here? Because it is Excel, I will treat it like Excel. But if I go to the model, I will use DAS to handle it. Let me treat this like Excel. Right click, give me a new column. Where is that again? Insert for me a new column and call the column sales. What is my sales? My sales simply equals to unit price, multiply it by other quantity. That is my sales. And the sales column, I would love to format it as currency. I would love to format it as currency. So let me quickly put a currency there. Okay, good. Now, I can continue to do my analysis with this. It is allowed. Or I can go to the model and do the same thing in my model. So I'm going back to Power Pivot under Manage. So come in here. So I need a new column on my sales data. So from here, give me a new column. Where is column? Okay, add column. It's always at the end here. Add column. Call this column sales. And what is the formula for my sales? Then I express myself here. My sales is square bracket. Let it be my unit price then multiply it by my order quantity. So with this, I have gotten my sales. I can format it here. And I remember I mentioned that anything you do here is much more structured. I can format this here as Naira. So it's the same thing I've done using normal Excel. I'm also doing it using Power Pivots. Now, let us quickly do some visualization, some analysis. Now, I want to quickly do some visualization here. I can come to this my normal table. Insert for me pivot table. Insert for me a pivot table from a table or range, which is this. Now, from here, let me see the channel we have against the sales value. This has been done. And also, I need this to be given to me like a chart. So give me a pivot chart, like a pie chart, 3D pie chart, I am okay. So I have this. I can actually design the chart very well. Let me look for a nice design that will speak to what I am doing. Okay, this is okay. Help me add data label. The data label should be called out. I like this. So I don't want this title there. Take it out. Then I'm okay. This is how we build our. I always hide field buttons to get a bigger view of my report. This is how we build our report, our visualization, and tell our story. So this is a good example of pivot table. And I can just insert the same thing from the model. Just that the model will allow me, I would have done a lot of measures and so many things there. I can do exactly the same thing from the model. So let me come back here and let me work on this. Let me remove this and bring quantity here. Good. Let me remove the quantity and bring the sales again here. So this is what we have done, and it is superb. I can continue to build my report based on what is of need to me. I just did channel against sales. I can do promotion against sales. I can do whatsoever I feel like doing. Now, let me build another type of reports. Let's quickly come in here. Insert for me another pivot table. This time, give me the states against my sales. So this is the sales we have in each state. And somebody now said, no, I love this report you have done. Why not make it like a map? I've seen some people struggling with this. You come in here and try to go to insert and insert map. When you come to insert map, it may likely turn off, will not allow you to insert your map. The reason is that this is a pivoted table. If you want to go and have a map on your pivoted table, no problem. Copy the data set. I don't need the grand total. Copy the data set. I can paste it by the side, paste as values. Here I can have states. Here I can have sales. Now, for this, then I can, let me make this into a table. Control T. Hope you know how to convert to a table. Control T into a table. So for this, I can go back to insert, then it will allow me to do a normal map. So this is how we plot, you get your map up and running. So now that I have my map, it's telling me on this map, it's showing me all this value from the lighter one to darker one. The lighter ones are like this. Can you put comma on this work so that it will be easy to read? I don't want decimal place. Good. 175,000 to this. That is my map. Now, I can actually come in here to work more on the map. Can you put data labels there? Not just data label. I want you to be label option. So give me with the category name, the name of each state. Sokoto, this amount. So I will prefer it this way. And comma separator. Can you put comma separator on this work? Yes, it's okay. So numbers, let the numbers be in their thousands. I can come in here and format it in their thousands. So Let me see the format that we have there at the moment. Type, custom type. Wow, why is it not allowing me to do a custom type? Format type. So give me, okay, add. Allow me to put my type. Oh, I'm trying to change the format type, but it's not allowing me. So let's go to the other options that we may have here. Let me click here, and I want to format my chart area or my chart area. So what can we do? The size is okay. The property is okay. Let me see what we have under field. Border, I think everything looks okay to me. So I can work on the title if I feel like working on the title. I can work on the chart itself. So what and what do I want on my chart? I can work on the color scale if this color scale does not work for me. So this is a better way to present our data set. And as you move your hand across, it gives you what you have here. I can transfer this to any package that I want to use for my presentation. This is actually powered by Bing Map. And also, you can use the 3D map to do your reporting if you feel like reporting your map on 3D map. So please, that is that. And for those of us using the latest version of Microsoft Excel, if you really want to go into advanced analytics, I want to tell you, you are powerfully welcome into the field of advanced analytics. So under, is it formula? Yes, under formula, you can perfectly do your Python coding here without really stressing yourself out. So if you're a beginner in Python, you are welcome to the industry. So just pick your data set and insert your Python scripts or your Python code on your work. So that is that. So this class is not to teach us Python. So I just want to mention this for those of you that feel like going into deep analytics. Please, it is allowed in Excel now. So don't say Excel cannot do some things for you. You can express yourself and do whatsoever you would love to do. So now at this point, I have quickly prepared a nice report. I can put this report together on a single dashboard with the help of a slicer and a timeline on my work. So please, we can quickly bring in all our reports into a single page and call the page a dashboard. So we can move in all our data set, all our reports, move there, move my charts to my dashboard, position it very well, brand it very well, and do the necessary things that I need to do for this to work out very well for me. So I can also move this to my dashboard. So I can have it on my dashboard. There are some regions that do not even have presence at all. I can check out those regions. We don't have presence here. I can pick on any of these formats that works for me. So I can change the color scheme if I feel like. So this is not bad. Then I can go ahead to add slicers and timeline to my data sets. So at this point, I have shown you how to clean up your data in Microsoft Excel. I have shown you how to do some basic visualization in Microsoft Excel using your pivot table. And if your data is in the model, it is allowed. Let me go back to my model. This is my data in the model. From the model, I can just come in here and say, I want to insert a pivot table. I want a 4 charts to be installed. So once I click, give it to me on a new page. Don't disturb this page on a new page. Number 1, what did I want on number 1? So on number 1, where's my On number 1, table. Oh, is it table? No, sales data, sorry. Sales data. On my sales data, on the first one, can you give me my zone? Okay, can you give me my zone against the quantity? Against the quantity. Can you give me my zone against the quantity? This is nice. So on the second one, so on this same one, if I want it as a table, I can change it. On the second one, quickly, can you look at how fast it is to build a dashboard? On the second one, can you give me the product, the channel against my sales? The channel against my sales. I thought I have sales there. Oh, there's sales. The channel against my sales. And for this, I would have loved the reports to be another type of chart. So I'm free to change the charts. Let me use the same pie chart I used at the beginning. For this one, can you give me the promotion against my quantity? How many quantity we're able to sell during each promotion? And change this chart to a column chart. So I think I'm okay with a bar chart. So hide all the field button. Good. And the last one, can you give me, what else do you have here? Product category. Can you give me, oh yeah, I think there is date there. Product category, where is that product category against the sales we made? Against the sales we made. Within few minutes, I'm done with a complete dashboard. So just a single click, everything is ready. So this is my dashboard. I can add to my dashboard a timeline or a slicer. It is allowed. So can you help me put a timeline here based on dates? And the timeline, I want it to be reading in years. Let me see what happened to each year. As I'm clicking, I can see what is happening to each year. And I might say, no, can you make this affect all the years? So report connector. Don't just affect one, affect all of them, 2, 3, and 4. I am okay. So 2012, what happened in year 2012? A single click on 2012, I will see what we actually did in that year, 2012. So in year 2012, what did we do? Everything has changed. In 2013, in 2014, in 2011, what did we do? So it's affecting all at a glance. So I've been able to build a nice report. I just need to brand it and get it up and running. So at this point, this is how to visualize your data, to do your storytelling, to do your presentation using Microsoft Excel. So if there is any question, please feel free to drop your question on the chat. So, or you can show by raise of hand to ask your question. So as we are working on the question, okay, we already have hands up. Let's go to Ogechi. Ogechi, please, you have the floor.
Hello, sir. Hello, sir.
Hi.
Before we go to question, can you permit me to just use like 2-3 minutes to get feedback from Ronnie?
So, okay, please go ahead.
So please, I need everybody to please go to the chat room now. I just dropped a form here. Please, we are about 40 on this call. Click on that form and tell us how you feel about this session. I need you to rate the speaker and tell us what you want us to do better. You know, they say feedback is the breakfast of champions. So I need us to quickly go. It's real time. If you do it, I will know. Please, let's quickly do that now, please. I'm online, seeing it online, please. I've dropped it. I'm dropping it again. It will just take us for like a minute. Let's quickly do that, please. We are where we are today because some people gave us feedback about the session that we had in the past, and that is what made us put this together. Now this is a new journey that we are starting, and so we equally need your feedback also. Your name does not need to show, your email address does not need to show. We only want to hear about your opinion, yes or no, and rate the speaker. How did you feel? Thank you, Abiodun. So if you know that you have filled it, please put done in the chat room. I'm only seeing one person out of about 40 of us. I'm still counting, our time counts, so that we can round up this session, so that our speaker can take this session home. Only one person has filled it. Please let us do the needful, please, class. Thank you, Grace. That's number 2. I'm just seeing two people now out of about 38 people that are on this call. 32, right? Please let's do the needful, please. We need this feedback. It is just because of you, so that we can plan better for us. Only 2 people have filled it. Does it mean only 2 people that are on this call? Please, we need your support, please, so that we can take this session home. Thank you, Jamil. I can see you. Thank you. Thank you, Abiodun. Thank you, Jamil. Thank you, Light. Thank you, Oluwafemi. At least we need 20 people to fill this feedback from what can go on out of about that. Thank you, Bilal. That is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Only 6 people have filled it. We need at minimum of 20 people, please. Let's do the needful. Let's do the needful. It just take us like a minute. Just click on it and you submit. So we have just 6 minutes, 6 people now. Let's do the needful, please. We are waiting. We are waiting. We have just 2 minutes to sort out this, please. Thank you. I drop it. Okay, I'm dropping the link again. I'm dropping it again for AAG. I just drop it again. Just click on it. If it's not opening, just copy it and drop it to your web browser. You take it to a Microsoft form. Thank you. Hallelujah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we have just 7. We have 8 now. Oh, Yeniron, thank you. We appreciate you. We have 9 people now. We need 11 people more, please. We need 11 people more, please. Let's fill it. You know, we still have projects. If you guys does not fill it, I won't allow the speaker to release the project. Thank you. A4 number 11. I thank you. We need 9 more people. We need 9 more. Thank you, Olutade. That's number 12. We need 8 more people, please. 8 more people. 8 more people, please. Out of 35, at least we get 20 respondents. That is okay. So we need 8 more people, please.
I've filled and submitted.
You have submitted. And then type down in the chat room. Type down in the chat room. So we need 8 more people, please, so that the speaker can go on with the class. Thank you, Olod Olatumbos. Thank you. 7 more people, please. Thank you, Wale. 6 more. Thank you, Benjamin. 5 more. We need 5 more. Thank you, Yemi. 4 more. Thank you. Thank you. We need 4 more people, please. 4 more respondents, please. We are waiting. Thank you. 4 more respondents, please. Only 4. We are close to 40 on this call, please. We only need just 20 respondents and we're good. Thank you. 3 more. Thank you, Shitu. 3 more, 3 more, 3 more, 3 more. Where are we? 3 more. 3 more. Okay, thank you, Lua Femi. 2 more. Okay, Mr. Deji, you have the floor. I think we need 2 more. I know others will do. Mr. Deji, you can go on, sir.
Yeah, thank you very much, Rashid. So your feedback will go a very long way to help us do better to the community. So let's go to Ogechi. Ogechi, please, you have the floor. Hello, Ogechi, can you hear me?
You can check if you are muted, Ogechi, so that you can speak. I want to ask a question.
Okay, you can go to Shitu.
Shitu, you
Hello,
have the
Shitu,
floor.
do you
What's
have
your
a
question?
question?
Ogechi is muted.
Okay. Ogechi, if you are talking, you are muted. Can you please unmute your mic?
Or you drop your message on the chat if you have any challenge. You can drop your message on the chat if you have, so that we can read and attend to it. Now, back to all of us on this call. Please, I want us to do something for me. We have done 2 classes on Microsoft Excel. We are here to teach you how to analyze data with Excel and Power BI. This track is to focus on Excel and Power BI. The Excel section, we are done with it. I want us to continue our conversation on the charts by doing just one thing. We are going to get a data together now. Everybody pay attention to the process. We are going to get the data together now. And once you get the data, I don't want us to get the same data. That's why I don't want to give anybody any data sets. So I don't want us to use any data that I will send to you. I need all of you to go ahead and get data set yourself. Please follow this process. I want to open up a browser. On my browser, please, I need all of you to go to kaggle.com, KAGGLE.com. If you already have accounts, please go to Kaggle. If you don't have accounts, please, it's very straightforward. Just create an account on kaggle.com to set up your profile. This is meant for data people. Let me just drop it here. I think I can do that. So this platform is meant for data people. All you need to do, you can register. It's just about 10 seconds. You can sign in if you already have an account. You can even register with your Google Gmail account. It's allowed. Now, once you sign in, let me sign in fully. Good. Once you sign in, it will welcome you. And once you welcome you to the platform, what are we looking for? I'm interested in data sets. If you're interested in code, you will see a lot of code as data engineers, data analysts, data scientists. So use their code for you. There are models for you. There are discussion. There's a place for learning for you. But I am interested in what? In data sets. There are thousands of data sets here. Not a lot of data sets. So all you need to do is to pick up a data set that you want to use. It can be in any industry, finance, HR, logistics. Just type what you want here. It will help you bring out that data set. Look at the data sets. You should pick a data set you can speak to, please. Look at the data set and get it, download it using Excel, because my section is Excel. Another person can tell you to do the same thing using SQL Server, Fabric, Power BI, no problem. But my section is Excel. Using Excel, get that data, analyze it, visualize it, and submit your Excel file to the platform on the group. Submit your Excel file on the group. That is one. Number two, do a 1 minute video to tell a story about that work. So a video, just 1 minute video to tell us what that can do, how it can impact in the people in that industry. Once you do that 1 minute video, drop the video also on the charts. I will take time to go through it. Our discussion will continue from there. and drop that video also on the, what's it called, on your LinkedIn. I will always mention this. And when you drop it on your LinkedIn, don't forget to tag Data and AI, our what's it called, our hashtag. I don't know if one of us can help us drop it on the chat. Don't forget to tag us so that we can always follow up what is happening on your channel. This is a community of professionals. We are here to help ourselves. Can somebody unmute and tell me the data you need? Let's try it out. Maybe this industry have been trying to get the data. Let's try it out. Anybody?
Renewable energy.
Renewable energy. Renewable energy. Okay, let me just type renewable energy. Now, these are a lot of data sets in renewable energy. So just look at my screen, the one you're interested in. Let's bring it up. This is global data on sustainable energy, UK renewable energy consumption data set, global renewable energy indicator data set, renewable energy, global renewable usage between 2020 and 2024, renewable energy share, data for renewable energy system, renewable energy and weather condition, renewable energy and so on. Is it consumption you are interested in? There are lots. There are lots. Look at it, running to number of pages. I can take my time to go through, but because of time, this one is too big. 114 megabytes. Don't bother. I want something very small that we can quickly see. Daily power generation in India, 3 meg CSV. I can use this. How they generate the daily power they generate. I don't know. Who said renewable energy? Who said that? Maybe you have something in particular. Or I can pick any of them.
Yes, sir.
Any. Okay. Okay. I'm going to pick any at the moment. Oh, there's a question dropped by Toby. Question. What is the best practice for handling missing data in both numerical and, okay, please, if you have missing data, number one, if the data is for analysis, carry your, what's it called, along. Carry your stakeholder, the owner of the data set, along. They may need to provide those data sets. But if it's just any data you just feel like working with, so we have different ways. Just try to get the, number one, get the average and populate those missing data with average. Don't just leave them as zero. Zero we impact on your analysis. You can get the average of those columns and put the average in those missing column. Number two, you can look at modal distribution. Which one comes more? Number three, you can use media. All these things help you to pick the central and you can apply it on your work. And some will tell you, take out all those ones with missing information. If that is what will help, please follow what we will. But the best thing is to go with mean, mode, media, mean. So those will help you to, at least it will not diverge so far from what you are expecting. So are there any principle or laws to consider as data analysts when dealing with missing data? That is what I have just explained. But as data analysts, please always carry your stakeholder along before you take such decision. If you are working on corporate organization data, a good example, a company is trying to look at gender impact in the way they purchase their products. And out of 10,000 records given to you, about 1,000 did not declare their gender. You should not assume they are male or female. It's going to greatly impact on the analysis and it can affect decision making. So you can decide to add the 1,000 and work with 9,000 transaction, or let them agree on what you should do. If it's numeric data, just go ahead and take average and put average there. It's not going to impact on your work. So please, okay, sir, please hope the class is recorded because my screen is slow. Sure, it is recorded, but your voice is clear. Okay, thank you very much. Still new in Power BI. First week in August, we are starting Power BI from beginning. Don't worry. If you have never done Power BI at all, don't worry. Every second week, we are dealing with fabrics. Third week is AI, and the last week is data governance, data security, and so on. So that is that. Oluwafemi said, please, some of us that just joined will need a link for the group. Okay, please, any of us that is already on the group, please help me share the link to join the WhatsApp group here so that Oluwafemi wants to be part of the data professional in the country. Okay, please, is there difference between null and empty? Hey, this is a big topic I need us to talk about sincerely. Okay, let me see if you can briefly talk about it. So, okay, thank you from Toby. Thank you very much. Grace, how do you decide what column you need and the ones you don't need? So, your decision depends on the data set you are giving and what you are trying to analyze. If I'm giving a data set, thank you. Rashid just dropped the link. Oluwafemi, you can click on the link to join the WhatsApp group. Now, what I want to tell you is this: any data you are giving, if you know you're not going to use a column in your analysis, don't try to bring in the data. It will slow down the performance of your work. That is rule number one. And rule number two, take your time to look at all the data sets, and the ones that you don't need, take them as the one that you need, clean them up for better analysis, please. So that is rule number two. How do you know? You must know what you want to tell the audience. For example, I said the analysis I want to do, I don't need the date of birth, but I need the age. I can derive the age from it, then go forward. After deriving the age, I might even say I don't need the date of birth again. It should not impact on my workload. Is your choice. So you are the one that would document what you are trying to address. They gave you a data and there's a column for review. People gave a lot of comments, some paragraphs. And I'm not going to analyze the review. I only want to analyze the numeric column. Why am I bringing the review into my data model? Is to impact on the performance. Please, you don't need it. So you will know what you want to report, then you can pick out what you need to pick out. That is that. So please, how can I install Microsoft Excel on my laptop, but not Microsoft 365 for now? I tried downloading. So you must get the license for Microsoft Excel. If you don't have the license, you can then go ahead and download. There's one, is it WPS or something like that? It's Office WPS. It's similar to Microsoft Excel. You are free to download that one. It's free. Please just try to use that one. But just that you need to figure out where some of these things are within your screen. So that is that. Please, sir, can we get the recorded? Sure, you get a recorded version of this. The first one is on the WhatsApp group. Just mention it on what somebody will tag it on the WhatsApp group or reshare it for you. So we have all of them there, except for last Saturday. That will be there today, and today's old will be there today. So because of time, let me continue showing us what I want to show us, so that after that we can come back to the question. The question on non-zero space. I bet you there are three different things, and if not properly managed, if you use null, if the data a column is null and use it in a calculation, it's going to impact and mess up your calculation. That's why I really want to take time to talk about it. So I don't really want to rush into it, but just know that they are not the same thing, please, for now. So that is that. Now, and learn how to convert. So by the time you learn how to convert everything to numbers, so then you can be rest assured that there is minimum issue for you, then so that you can convert them to zero. It's null. In SQL Server, you can use is null or if statement or so many other things you can use to solve the null problem. So back to my screen. So like I said, you can download any of these. So let's say US renewable energy consumption, for example. So once I click, so I need the data set. So the data set is data set CSV. So from here, I can download the data set. It has 17 columns in it. And I can quickly see the columns, the year, the month, the sector, and so on. But let me download it. So after downloading it, I can open up the file so that we look at what we have inside that file. So this is showing me the year in 1973, the month 1, which is January, the sector, commercial sector. So, and now we have different power contribution. And finally, is there total renewable energy? We have it, and also renewable diesel fuel, and so on and so forth. If this makes sense to me, 1973, let me say the last year that we have there, up to 2024. I can use this up to January last year. I can use this in doing some analysis. If this makes sense to you, those that are in the energy sector, please take up this data, study it, and tell us to analyze it and bring out the story behind the data. That is where I'm going. So please take your time to come to Kaggle, look for a data set that you feel you can talk to, come up with a nice presentation, do a short video, and share it with us on the platform. Let everybody look at what you've done. Let them comment and take the same thing to LinkedIn. You can even drop it on LinkedIn and share your link so that you can have more traction on your LinkedIn. These are things that will help us as professionals on this platform. So at this point, I want to say thank you very much. I'm waiting to see your reports, your work. So let me see if I can answer one or two more questions. I hope the presentation is recorded. Sure, it is recorded. So that is that. And also, please, I hope it's recorded. No problem. The presentation was excellent, but you are very fast. Oh, sorry, David. I have to try to cover because we only have, out of 6 Saturdays, we have 2 Saturdays for Microsoft Excel and 4 Saturdays for Power BI, every 4th Saturday of the month. And I really want to touch on so many things. You can go back to the video over and over. So please, I know I have to just do some rushing, but this is to open our eyes to some basic things. I will appreciate it if you can do more by taking it deeper. So thank you very, very much. So at this point, I will hand over to the host for today, Mr. Rashid. Over to you.
Okay. Thank you so much for this beautiful session. It's fun. It's like transforming. I thought I know Excel, but honestly, I turned to a student today. So thank you so much for this session. And so by my time, this is 1:29 p.m. So this is sorry, 3:29 p.m. So this is where we're going to throw the curtain for today's session. So please, you only get better by doing. If after doing all this, spending this almost 1.5 hours, and we just left it, we didn't go to the recording, we might lose grasp of what we have learned. I know, yes, some of us said the speaker is too fast because they have to cover a lot. So the recording will be ready on our YouTube channel. If you miss any of the session, you can go to our YouTube channel and download it into your system and watch it at your pace. This will help you get better as a person. Yeah, you might not be able to grab everything now, yes, but by the time you watch for like maybe 10-15 minutes, you take your time so that you can assimilate. Somebody say something. Hello. Please, if you are not talking, please mute your mic, please. So next week is another time with us here. We shall be moving on Microsoft Fabric. We all know that Microsoft is stepping up. Since 2022, they come up with another platform called Microsoft Fabric, unifying all different experiences together, like data science, data engineering, just enough analysis, Power BI, data governance, unifying them on one platform, which goes to say that, before Power BI, you stand on your own. So you can do your Power BI on that same Fabric, you can do your data engineering, you can do your data science, and everything you need to do. So we'll be bringing another session. Possibly it's going to be Mr. Olajide Dowu, Chief Taris. Will be participating in the next session with us. So if you know, I've already dropped on the group on how to download Microsoft Fabric into your system. If you have a challenge, let us know. You see, I have I think 88 days free version that you can use before they ask you to pay, so that after the class you can learn, relearn, and unlearn. And upper we shall be looking at artificial intelligence, and we have a very big father in the house. Our regional lead for Nigeria and West Africa will be speaking to us that upper week. So if you know you're interested in AI, just come and learn from industry experts. They are trusted and trusted. They've been doing this in over the years, and they are very good at what they do. So on this note, I would like all of us to on our video. We need to do a video. We need to do a photography, because this is part of our archive. We need to publish it on our website. Please, you can do well to on your video. Let's see your beautiful faces, so that we can do a snapshot, please. I'm not seeing anybody yet. Grace, Franka, Yemi, Mr. Jide, Mr. Deji, Oyeniran Tobi, Olutade, Wale Ekwenga. Let us on our video. Yes, thank you, Mr. Tuboso. Thank you, Grace. Oyeniran Tobi, I've not seen your face. So, Mr. Ekwenga, Franka, Yemi, I'm not seeing you guys. Is it? Oh, thank you, Mr. Olutade. Oh, all the way from abroad. This is massive. I really appreciate you, sir. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, Mr. Tubos. We appreciate you. Thank you, everybody. So on this final note, we go to call it a day, and I want to tell us to have it. So if you are not on the group, my phone number is 08039662111. I say that again. My phone number is 08039662111. If you need any information, you need any assistance, please reach out to me. The more the merrier. Make this noise. Tell people about what we do in data and AI. We are living a life of